Hello, Harleen. Please go like for me. Hi, KG McLean. Yeah, as we come in, please let's go like. Thank you so much. Happy weekend to you all. Happy weekend. Shout out to Enex. A big shout out to Enex. Enex, how are you? Yeah, guys, let's go like. The like is just 0. There's no one has like. Girl, I just got the notification that you're live. Yay! Thank you. I think you're the second person here. You got the notification. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. That's lovely. You know, I do tell people I don't have a fixed time when I go on live, but if you can turn on your notification, it will be better. You know? Yeah, did P. Yeah, thank you, KJ. Please, can you like me? Guys, as you're coming in, you just like. When you come in, you like, please. And you put down your name for shout out. So a big shout out to the first person here, Harleen. And shout out to KJ McLean. A big shout out to Enex. Shout out to Rebel. A big shout out to Rebecca. Let's go. A big shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Nola. Happy birthday to you, Braylon. Yeah, I will just write your name. What's your name? What's your name? A big shout out to Rebecca. The hack was that. Sorry, I didn't get that. A big shout out to Jackie. Yeah. KJ, what do you mean that the heck was that? Thank you for giving me a shout out. Oh, no worries, dear. Nola. A big shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to Brooke. A big shout out to Robin. A big shout out to Star. Hi, this is my first time. I just sub. Oh, thank you, Claire. Oh, Claire just subscribed. Thank you so much, darling. Guys, a big shout out to Fiona. I love you so. I love you too. I love you too. So much. Sorry, I just got my pen. A big shout out to Pesci. Shout out to Heather. Shout out to Karen. A big shout out to Cav. Let's go, guys. A big shout out to Lily. Shout out to Fatma. A big shout out to Painting. Shout out to Jenny. Shout out to Nika. A big shout out to Anna. Guys, can we take the like up to 10? Guys, please, let's take the like up and please let's go subscribe. Like and sub, then you put your name on the comment section back to back. Please like and sub, then put your name down. A big shout out to Abba. Yeah, if it's your birthday today, just write, it's my birthday today with your name, please. Your name must be there. Okay? A big shout out to Haida. Shout out to Star. Shout out to Cecily. Shout out to Hamba. Shout out to Lena. Shout out to Star. Shout out to Haida. Yeah, can you put your name? Oh, my days. A big shout out to Skylar. Shout out to Fruit. Shout out to Llama. Shout out to Sabrina. Shout out to Helia. Shout out to Kahila. Shout out to Shay. A big shout out to Isaac Mambaz. A big shout out to Neva. Shout out to Zara. A big shout out to Sabrina. Shout out to Ivy. Shout out to Quest. You are pretty. Thank you so much, Even. A big shout out to Camila. Shout out to Caleb. A big shout out to Amelie. Shout out to Estelle. Shout out to Maya. A big shout out to London. A big shout out to Sarah. A big shout out to Mimi. A big shout out to Ariana. A big shout out to Sophia. A big shout out to Vivienne. A big shout out to Nadia. A big shout out to Harper. A big shout out to Evira. Big shout out to KJ. Big shout out to Frankie. Big shout out to Francisca. Big shout out to Dihona. Big shout out to Akila. Big shout out to Juno. Big shout out to Zainab. Big shout out to Zena. Yeah, guys, please let's go like. Can we take the like up to 20? And please let's subscribe. Please let's like and sub. Then you put your name on the comment section for shout out. Just 2 seconds. Click on the like button, like and sub. Then put your name back to back on the comment section. Yeah, I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget to drop your name, okay? Very important. A big shout out to Eliana. Shout out to Celestina. Shout out to Ada. Shout out to Blair. A big shout out to Zara. Shout out to Junhee. A big shout out to Blessing. Big shout out to Hannah. Big shout out to Alice Scott. Big shout out to Steven. Big shout out to Hope. Big shout out to Marisa. Big shout out to Arabella. Big shout out to Big shout out to Aidi. Big shout out to Broke. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Bobby Pop Scott. Big shout out to Celestina. Big shout out to Maria. Shout out to Mano. A big shout out to Princess Lindia. A big shout out to Waverly. Thank you for calling my name. No worries, Celestia. A big shout out to Ines. Shout out to Justine. Shout out to Stevie. Shout out to Jana. Shout out to Flan. Yeah, a big shout out to Jonah. A big shout out to Michelle. A big shout out to Aisha Al-Asadi. A big shout out to Officer. Shout out to Mouth. Shout out to Maybell. You are welcome. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Samuel. A big shout out to Yusra. Shout out to Adi. Shout out to Desire. Guys, let's take the like up to 30 and let's sub. Let's go like and sub. Let's go like and sub, guys. Put your names on the comment section back to back. Shout out to Pepsi. Oh my days. A big shout out to Frank. A big shout out to Lee. My birthday is Monday. Yay! Happy birthday. A big shout out to Nikki. Hope you have all the plants ready. Hope you are ready for that. I told you don't shake it. This thing will pop and it will burn shit back. Thank you. What's doing?
He's just under this laptop. I think he's trying to make another YouTube video.
Can you give me that tissue, please? It's up there. A big shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Amara. Amara, to Monday is your birthday. We are waiting to sing for you. Happy birthday to you. A big shout out to Nash. A big shout out to Hidi. A big shout out to Sarah.
Is that nice in the forest? Lava.
A big shout out to Highland. A big shout out to Mike. Guys, we are not liking. Please, can we take the like up to 35? Please, if you are just coming and you have not liked, please let's go like. And if you have not subscribed, please let's go subscribe. Shout out to Livy. Shout out to Ronaldo. Shout out to Corbia. A big shout out to Hava. A big shout out to Livy. A big shout out to Sam. A big shout out to Serenity. A big shout out to Ate. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to Coco. Shout out to Painting. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Priestley. Shout out to Corbia. Shout out to Kiara. Shout out to Alaya. A big shout out to Ronaldo.